Hey guys, it's Marla. Welcome back. This is the weekly reading for the week of October 29th. And this is covering through Saturday. And next Saturday, we have a full moon in Taurus. So the moon will be in Taurus, the sun will be in Scorpio. And what's extra special about this full moon is that it's going to be an aspect to Neptune. Neptune is at 11 degrees Pisces, Sun's at 11 degrees Scorpio, the Moon's at 11 degrees Taurus. So we're going to have a lot of Piscean energy around this week, as well as on Halloween or Samhain. We have the Moon going over Neptune and the Moon crossing over the asteroid Chiron. So there could be some emotions being released with this full moon energy. But let's take a look at the cards. The goddess this week that's overseeing this full moon is Cordelia. Her message is go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So this card talks about being cooped up inside too long and how you do yourself a favor if you go outside and you get into nature. Okay, nature is very relaxing. It helps you connect with your intuition. It grounds you. If you do, in fact, come up with some releasing emotions, if you feel depressed or you're crying, going outside can actually really help you because it grounds you. Various meanings of this card. Your manifestation will appear in May or when the weather is warmer. Spend time in nature. Change to a job that will allow for more connection with nature. Recognize the need for balance in your life, for more rest and more play. Okay, so the first message that stands out to me that we need this week is that we need more balance in our life. That's a strong message that I've been getting in my readings for people. We can't just work, and especially when we are dealing with emotional energies, we need to take time for ourselves, time to relax, and time to play. So nurture yourself somehow by getting out there. And also this card says that your manifestation will appear in May or in the springtime. So that's another message that I've been picking up. We have been in the process of manifesting something that we've been longing for. And we're in the beginning of the shift towards that now. And this card is telling us that watch for springtime because that's when some real shifts are going to be happening. Okay, so the first card is the overall energy for this week. I'm using the deck, The Enchanted Map by Colette Barton Reed, by the way. And this card is making a choice. And we have like a scales there. Or two options. I'm sorry, it's a pathway with two options. So you've got two paths opening up before you. One is the old way, one is the new way. Which way are you going to take? And Spirit's really asking us at this time to take risks and do something different and to break free of the old patterns that we've been stuck in. I know some of you are wanting change in your life, yet you keep walking down the same path. The same path cannot get you there. You've got to do something different. And I know many of you are frightened to do something different. But you're going to see in the cards, Spirit is saying it's okay. Just by choosing a different path, this is really going to open things up for you. And we have what's called different timelines, meaning we have different paths we can take, different options we can take in our life. You know, we can go left or we can go right, and we're always getting these options. Of course, everything always leads to the same place, but how, when, and why we get to a place is different. So right now, the energy that we're facing is we have these shifting timelines, meaning we're on this trajectory. We can do something different in a positive way, and we can jump up and we can go up to what we call a different timeline. This opens up more opportunities for us. Or if we're going along and we do nothing, let's say we're really unhappy. We're in a relationship where we're really unhappy and we just keep going down that same road. And so you start drinking or doing drugs in order to be able to bear this relationship. Well, you can lower your vibration, you can drop down, and you can go on a lower timeline, meaning there's less options available to you. So you want to keep taking risks and expanding. So you've got a choice coming up in the near future. Now, the hidden influence, or what you're not seeing about this choice, is the card Metamorphosis. So you are in the process of very deep changes right now. You are the caterpillar in the cocoon right now, and you're going to come out and you're going to be a beautiful butterfly. But the caterpillar takes a risk. The caterpillar doesn't know what's going to happen when it goes into that cocoon. Just like you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know yet what you're going to be reborn as. You don't know what you're changing into. You don't know what changes are coming in your life. You can't see that far ahead right now. Okay, but what Spirit is saying is it's a beautiful change. There's a lot of growth for you in the future if you're willing to take that leap of faith. Now, the advice from Spirit card. One Ring Circus. Okay, so this card is saying you have to put more faith in yourself, or you've not had good boundaries with people. You've been putting all your effort towards others and you've not been getting things back, or you've been putting off your own dreams and desires because you've been supporting someone else. You've been following someone else's dreams, and that's got to stop. It's time for you to live your own dreams. Your dreams are valuable too. So this One Ring Circus is about you taking control of your life again. And you're saying, you know what? I can be in charge here. I'm making the decisions now, and I'm setting boundaries. And for some of you, you might even be like controlled or manipulated by other people around you, and you're going to put a stop to that. And perhaps something in this Neptune energy will trigger this for you, because Neptune has to do with having a lack of boundaries. But I feel there's something about that, like the fact that we're going to not have very good boundaries over the next couple of weeks due to the Neptune and due to just the nature of this season. With Samhain being here, this is when the veil between the worlds is thin, and you can tap into, the spirit realm easier. You can tap into your intuition easier. So I feel like you're seeing things from a different perspective in the coming weeks. I feel it's already started for you, and that's why a lot of you are getting this itch, and you're kind of getting this itch to make a choice. This could be in your job as well. Your job, where you want to live, your relationships. It's going to be something like that. So it's time for you to take control and go after your dreams right now. Now the outcome here, we have two cards. Wishing Well and Ghostlands. Okay, let's talk about Wishing Well first. This is saying that your wishes, the things you've been wishing for, we throw a coin into a well and we make a wish. Those things are coming true. This is what is being manifested. Remember I talked about the changes are coming, and you can't really see what you're turning into or what changes are coming in your life. You just kind of know something is different. And so the wishing well card is saying, yes, what is coming is what you've been dreaming about, what you've been wanting. So don't be afraid. And the second card, Ghostlands. This card is about being in the now. And I feel the message here from Spirit is, in order to manifest what you want, in order to have these things you wish for come true, the best thing to do is stay focused in the now. So don't look too far into the future, because when you do that, you get frightened. Because the future right now is not very clear to anyone, especially with Neptune. Okay, Neptune fogs things up, so you may feel over the next week or two that you don't have a lot of clarity around things. And you might try to feel like what's ahead, and you're not going to have clarity, and you might become afraid. Or if you feel like there are changes coming, and these changes could be frightening to you. But the message from Spirit is you got to live in the now, and you got to take things one step at a time. If we look too far in the future, we might not feel prepared. The truth is that Spirit's always helping us and guiding us, and whatever we need to make a success of our future, Spirit's going to get us that. Spirit will guide us to that, to show us that. Like if we need a skill, we'll learn that skill. If we need to meet a person, we'll meet that person. Spirit will guide you. So don't worry about the future, and don't worry about the past either. It's time right now, full moons especially, are a time to let go of the old. So release the past, and don't let things that happen in the past stop you from following your dreams now. In the past I had some bad relationships. So I better stay in this bad relationship because, my future ones are probably going to be bad too. This is the kind of thing that Spirit does not want you to do right now. You can't look at what happened in the past and make some kind of inference about your future, because the future is wide open. You want to be in that expansive energy that I talked about last week. No limitations on what could happen. And just, last week we had riding the wave. Just riding the wave and letting things come to you. So the best thing to do is stay in the present moment. Focus on the here and now, one step at a time, with no fear. Now, of course, this is a full moon, so like I said, we're going to be releasing some things. And also I want to mention that we have, earlier in the week, we have Mercury squaring the nodes of destiny. So there could be some communication, either communication from a person in your life, or it could even be a message from Spirit that you get at this time that's gonna help you. And it's a time right now where it's easier for you to let go of your old patterns, to change your thought processes. Or maybe if you need to have a communication with someone, like this One Ring Circus, maybe you need to tell someone, maybe you need to set some boundaries, and maybe you need to start saying no. Well, this Mercury squaring the nodes can help you. The South Node has to do with your past lives. The North Node has to do with where your growth is in this life. So if you have a habit of being a people pleaser and not having good boundaries with people in past lives, this aspect is good to help you break that right now. Okay, so I drew 2 release cards. Well, I went to draw 1 and 2 came out. So I always go by what card spirit pulls out for me. So the first one is surrender to your full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Well, this is this card, One Ring Circus, right? It's like stepping into your power, going after what you want, taking those risks, because remember, you got to do things different. And if you've been playing it small in the past, it's time to not play it small anymore. Know who you are, know your worth, know that you deserve positive things in your life, you deserve happiness, you deserve love, you deserve abundance. And in order to get all those things, you really need to be fully empowered. Embrace who you are. Speak your truth. Don't be afraid. Walk through fears. And the second card is surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust in the universal flow. So I know a lot of times people get frustrated with law of attraction or manifestation because they think, well, I've set that intention and nothing's happening. And sometimes it takes a long time for your dreams to actually manifest. But don't give up on them, Spirit is saying. Things happen in divine timing. And what you're wishing for right now is coming in divine timing. So it might not be here right now, okay? But remember, we had this card, Cordelia, that mentioned the spring. So you might have to be patient until the spring to see the full creation or the full dream that you're trying to manifest actually begin to materialize. And also this card is about letting go of expectations, letting go of the timing, how, when, why things are coming. It's really, when we're going through this manifestation process, we have to step out of our mind and we have to step into our intuition. And we have to go by our heart and what we feel rather than what our logical mind is saying. Because in these kinds of situations, our logical mind can really undermine us. But if we're staying in the present moment, not going too far into the future or focusing too much on the past, then this keeps us in alignment with divine timing. It's when we start thinking, oh, this isn't here yet, this isn't happening, why isn't this coming, where is this thing that I want, it's the same thing that's happened in the past, this is just the same thing over again, I don't know why I bother. It's this kind of thought process that we need to release right now. That's going to take you down the old path, okay? If you let that go, that opens up a new path, a new timeline, and you will have your dream come true. But it happens at the timing of the universe and not your own timing. So, have a great week. Some of you might have been experiencing some intense energies last week that I kind of mentioned in last week's reading. And I think it will be better for the later half of this week. But like I said, we have this full moon, an aspect to Neptune. So it could be bringing up some emotional stuff. So could be some crying or things like that. But let the stuff out. Full moons are all about releasing. Full moons are emotional anyways. At least they are for me, but I'm a Cancer. So let things out and just trust in how your life is unfolding. All right, guys, I love you, and I will see you next week.